Chicago and your IPFW Mastodons.
This is Tim Heffron along with Colin Leiter
Singing of the national anthem.
and Blake Sebring. And we're calling the action for tonight's match here, Midwest Intercollegiate Volleyball Association match between Loyola and IPFW Mastodons. We will take a break right now.
Worked up about this, and Gary and Leroy, just to keep the peace, drove out County Road 3 up to where it intersects with the Millet Road, and they found the 40 acres. It was there. It was kind of an alfalfa meadow that's overgrown with popple trees and red cedar a little bit, and the tract runs up the side of a hill, and on the side of the hill there's kind of a shipwreck of a barn there. And the Indian had pulled his '85 Pontiac in alongside the foundation of the barn, and he'd set up his camper, and he'd also
Team spirit is alive and well at IPFW. That's because IPFW has established itself as an athletic power, not only regionally, but nationally. With 11 major sports, IPFW offers talented student athletes great opportunities. Success and support of IPFW athletics comes solely from the fans, students, faculty, alumni, and the prestigious Royal Dons Club. The Royal Dons Athletic Club has over 500 members who financially support IPFW athletics, enabling the university to provide scholarships to deserving athletes. Members will receive one or all of the following: season passes to all sporting events, special seating, hospitality room, plus Royal Dons apparel.
Number 2, Patrick Mosicki. Number 3, Dan Schultz. Number 6.
Welcome back to tonight's match with the Ramblers of Loyola of Chicago and IPFW Mastodons. Let's go to the announcer for the starting lineups.
Ted Groves. Now the starting lineup for your IPFW Mastodons. Number 5, Ricardo Soler. Number 7, Ryan Perrott. Number 10, Chris Gislin. Number 11, Mike Cummins. Number 12, Javier Escobar. And number 13, Hector Soto. Dons are coached by Artie Ball.
And there you have our lineups, starting lineups. This is Tim Heffron along with Blake Sebring as we had to do an abrupt entry there. Tonight, Blake, what do we see as a potential matchup here?
Well, like IPFW last night, Lewis won a big match at Ball State, the first time they'd ever beaten the Cardinals in Muncie, the first time they'd ever beaten them ever. And they are coming in on a high, and they're looking for a good match. The keys tonight is going to be Loyola's passing ability against IPFW's ability to run transition in the middle.
Right, and I believe Artie has a game plan here that we should note.
Right, he thinks that Lewis is not a great offensive team, but they're a real strong defensive team, so he wants to terminate points quickly, and that's why they're going to look to go to the middle more.
Okay, as the teams line up here, looks like Cordova will serve for Loyola. And we should be underway shortly.
Loyola is ranked 13th nationally, and IPFW is ranked 8th. Both teams could move up this week after big wins early last night.
Apparently have a problem with the bottom of the antenna as a piece of metal comes out of the bottom of that thing, and they get to put a little tape on there so nobody scratches himself. That thing does hurt. I've seen coaches rip shirts on that before.
Any coach in particular?
Well, I think it was a guy two down from me here, Colin Leiter. Ripped his nice new shirt.
Was he mad at the ref?
He wasn't mad at the ref. I was next to him, so I got slugged first, I guess.
I don't want to know.
And it looks like we're about ready to start now as Eric Beaumont, our top official, signals the serve. Little easy jumper. Ricky takes the full swing, and we got a Drano.
That's a pretty good start for IPFW side out. Now last night, IPFW served very, very well on this end of the court, and Gislin got him off to a hot start.
He sure did. He ran off about 3 nice serves before missing his first serve.
Now he jinxed him. You realize that.
I know I jinxed him, but at least he dropped the first one, so he's okay again. You're allowed to do that once every time you serve. And we passed one over here to us.
We didn't jinx him too bad.
Yeah, and that's the easiest way you can score a point in volleyball.
It's a great way to start the match, too, for IPFW.
I don't think that was his full speed shot there yet. Well, that was getting pretty close to it. And a little disarray on the Loyola side. They get a back row shot off of the hands of Mike Cummings.
Now serving for Loyola, number 12, Ted Groves.
Groves back to serve. Gislin coming out of the right back for the Dons. He comes up with a nice little side spin jumper. Fooled Ricky. They get a free ball out of the deal, run the middle. We've got a net on Mike Cummings, so it's a point for the Ramblers of Loyola.
See if IPFW tries to go transition to Cummings here. Don't need to.
Got to pull your thumb out of that one. There's a little miss hit there on the serve. He's got a little smile about that one.
I don't know why it is. No one knows why it is, but it's a very, very difficult building to serve in. And last night, both teams had terrible times serving.
It can be. There's some drafts in here that are very difficult to pick up. So floaters can go long very easily, and you're not sure why they do as a server.
And it seems like it's the Lewis side of the court right now that is the least effective.
Nice jump floater. That'll give them some fits. They're going to have to give us the old free ball. Perfect pass. Miss hit. Non-setter has to set the ball to the outside. Nice dig by Perrott. Out to the Hobbs. Hobbs gets a shot to the corner. They pick it up. Down the line. No touch. Point for the Dons.
That's Dan Schultz of Loyola. He's their All-American candidate this year. Made All-MIVA last year as a sophomore. He's their big gun.
He's going to see a few swings tonight, I bet.
He's also going to see a lot of serves.
Boy, he's got that jump floater working tonight. Out of the back row with a nice dig from Gislin. Ricky sets the ball up outside to Hobbs. Tries to roll it, ineffective as they get a perfect pass out to Schultz. It looks like off of the hands, I believe, of Cummings. First side out.
Loyola's going to Schultz a lot early in the match.
I'd say that Loyola's probably going to do go the route of establishing their outside hitting and then working their middle into it, which is kind of the opposite of most teams. They try to establish middle first and then go at the outside.
And IPFW is going to try to take Schultz out of the match somewhat by serving him consistently.
Exactly.
Making him work twice as hard as the rest of the players on the floor.
And here we go with Cummings to serve. He had some problems last night serving, but apparently got that one in where he wanted it, although there was a nice set off a marginal pass.
Very nice set. Kind of sets we used to get used to seeing Lloyd Ball make, where he'd look one way and throw it another.
Yeah, and Schultz with the floater deep. Ricky handles it perfectly. It's out to Hector. Nice little side swipe. Filled across the body shot, facing cross court, pulls it down line.
When a player goes up to hit, they have a different angles and they try to hit, and they make shots. It's not they just go up to smack the ball.
Exactly. It's be boring if you had to do that all the time. And we had a little gymnastics out there. We got a bit of a touch.
Nice dig by Perrott to keep that ball alive and give IPFW a chance at a swing.
That's right. We've got Javi going way deep to serve his jump floater he's got. Yep, the old jump floater. And it's close to an overpass. Nice set, however.
Basically, the players, when they go back to serve, they're trying to hit a knuckleball.
Right.
And nobody was better than that than Colin.
Exactly. Colin held the record for ace serves for a number of years, and the only one who took him over was somebody who jump served and didn't do the floater serve. So,
in fact, the number of kills that Colin hit in one season was the career record in the NCAA for 10 years.
Whew. I think it was 87 or something like
87,
that.
that's right. I bet that was fun to practice against.
Well, it certainly helps my players having Colin serve at our. You know, there's not many players that are going to serve tougher than him. So, We've got Hector with his jumper. He had some nice serves last night.
Now you jinxed him again.
Yeah, jinxed him. If he had let it drop like Gislin, he'd have been okay.
There's a possibility they may take out that rule next year where you have to swing away no matter what, no matter how bad you're tossing.
Put a little more pressure on the server. Stephanopoulos here.
Gislin's had some nice plays making up for bad passes so far.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. Again, that's a shot off the block intentionally. It's called a tool shot and very effective. Ryan back to serve now. He's got it over the net. Oh, that ball's blocked. Cummings with a great block. Boy, they had a nice setup there, and Groves just went for the power angle, which Mike took away, and Mike's done some nice job blocking this year, I think.
And if you notice, IPFW is serving number 3, Dan Schultz of Loyola. He's also their primary passer.
That's right. They're trying to tire him out. Another tool shot by Ricky. Beautiful shot. The Dons are up 6-1 at this point, just rolling at will. Yeah, that's about what I was thinking. Timeout for the Ramblers. And I think we'll probably take a break at this time. We'll be back in a few minutes.
The IPFW men's and women's basketball teams return to Great Lakes County Thursday.
Check it out!
The campus has it all.
Learn it, or work it, or play it, just do it. It's a cool place. Call now! Go to work, go to school, go ahead.
Welcome back to the IPFW Mastodome. Here I'm Tim Heffern along with Blake Sebring, and we're coming out of a timeout in which the Dons are up 6-1. What do you notice so far, Blake?
Well, so far I've noticed in transition, IPFW is going to the middle some, but they're also going to wherever Loyola setter Brian Cremascoli is located over his block. He's only 6 foot, and they're taking advantage of it.
That's right, and I'm thinking Hector Soto over him. There might be an opportunity there.
Just a little advantage.
Nice set. There's another nice middle set. Boy, they got that working. There's not much you can do to defend that kind of play. You're only going to get one block up on it, and if your block isn't taking away the middle of the court, then you're going to be in trouble there. So we've rotated around 6 rotations, starting over just like the beginning of the game. Another side out for the Dons, just as before.
But there was an example of IPFW running middle, and there was a nice hole in the middle of the Loyola defense.
Gislin with his jumper. He's got some steam on that one for an overpass and a 6-pack. That is what we call the old 6-pack, and the crowd lets Groves know that he just got hit in the noggin.
They call it a 6-pack because it takes a 6-pack to make it hurting, or what?
I think the recipient owes the guy who hit the ball a 6-pack of his choice of beverage, I think.
Okay.
Uh-oh. And just after a momentum change like that, where we are just rolling, we're up 7-1, they give us the free ball. We get a missed set, a miscommunication, and nobody's ready to hit that ball as Grove is as happy to go back to the back line to serve.
He doesn't want to get hit again.
Ricky
Not a very good set.
Very few options there of hitting as the ball was set outside the antenna. Pretty easy block actually for Loyola there. So they got another serve coming up here. It's in. Ricky has a nice pass. He gets the ball again. Tell you, I noticed that so far Gislin has done a lot of that where...
Oh my goodness.
It's just unstoppable. That kind of play there. Where you've got Hector, because he jumps so high, he can put that ball down on the 10-foot line.
To him, it's like jumping at the net.
Exactly, it's the same thing. And as I was saying, Gislin is so far this year is going back to the the hitter who made the error immediately. And he's doing that to get the hitter's confidence back into the game as soon as possible.
But doesn't the opposing team know he's going to do that too?
Well, eventually they will get that scouting report. If he continues to do that all the time, it becomes pretty easy.
Because Lewis knew it last night. They were ready for it.
Yeah, they eventually figured that out. I tell you, Ryan Perrott there stuck his nose, got down and dirty, and dug that ball up. Just unfortunately went to the bench. But that was just a nice effort by Ryan on defense, and that's not a fun play to make. Most people won't give that kind of effort. Easy tap down for Schultz there.
If you wonder why Chris Gislin didn't touch that ball, he can't. He's in the back row. It would have been an illegal violation.
Exactly.
Would have been an automatic point for the Ramblers.
There's a nice hit over the block by Hector Soto. And Hector brings kind of the same thing Dottie brought to my team this year, in that they're hitting it from an angle that most players never see, and so they're not sure how to defend it. And the ball's just coming at them at weird angles, and you probably don't understand it unless you've actually faced it.
And he can basically jump higher than the block can reach, so he's got a free swing.
Exactly. It's just a matter of passing and setting at that point.
Oh, look out.
And I tried to catch that one. Hands aren't big enough, though, and that's what happens if you don't get the pass in the set. You're not going to get the hit.
Come on, you were the back row specialist. You're supposed to handle those.
I guess. I'm out of practice. Nice pass by Hector. He's in a groove. Oh, there's a hit off the middle. And really, if the defender's ready, he should probably make a play on that.
Going to the middle has been very effective for IPFW. I don't think Loyola stopped them once.
There's the old jump floater. It just catches the top of the net. Side out, scores 8-4 right now.
This is kind of a key point in the game, because remember last night IPFW got the big leads in each game, and they kind of wavered, and they need to maintain that intensity.
You're right. Another nice pass. This is a key. As long as you're passing the ball on target, even though you may not be scoring points, you're still in the game mentally. You start to not pass the ball, then people start to freeze, I think. So Hector winding up his jumper. He's got it on target. Nice set. Inside. Nice dig. Had to hit a shot. That was a nice block by Chris Gislin, because he looked like he was blocking line, then dove in and forced a different shot out of the outside hitter, and the shot was unfortunately dug over the net, but that's exactly what you're trying to do on defense there.
He basically made the hitter a corridor, which was right where the back row specialist was.
Exactly. There's a jump serve ace.
You see, we're back in there cutting into the lead again.
Yeah. 8-5. Comes back to passing as we got a front row setter with Ricky and Ryan up to hit. Never hurts to have a missed serve. The Dons will take it. Ryan's back there.
We sure saw a few of those last night.
Yeah, just a couple.
That must kill a coach.
No, not at all. Back row hit, but there's some penetration on that block with Ricky's right hand. He knocks it down to the floor. For all you volleyball players out there, the key in blocking is not just getting above the net, it's actually over the net onto the other side of the court. Penetrating the net is the most important thing you can do in blocking.
Middle was late getting over on that one.
Yeah, that was a nice hit. You know, it's going to be tough to stop that play. It's hit around the block and not where the defender is, so that's going to make it real difficult to stop. Marginal pass by Javier. Nice cover by Javier, however. Back again to Hector as he gets another kill.
You could see on that shot on the monitor how high he was. He was just over the block. They couldn't reach it.
And those were both back row, and he's come up with some very nice hits. I saw him yesterday with some excellent hits that I didn't see him hit last year. He's moved his game up in the level of ball control while hitting.
Oh, missed it.
That's the key. Boy, that ball looked like it went off the...
They did.
It did go off.
They called the tip.
They did call the tip off the block.
That was a break for IPFW because the ball was long.
Yeah, and Tom Pingle, our umpire, did see that tip. But like I was saying, Hector seems to have a lot more control over his hitting, placement.
He just looks more comfortable this year than he did last year.
Yeah, he was kind of out of sorts, and really, that was his first experience at being an outside hitter, being a middle his whole life.
He looks like he likes it now, doesn't he?
There it is again. He's liking, it could be a little higher, he's saying to Chris, but
that's kind of like Chris has to set one level for everybody else and one level for
absolutely. Absolutely. It's a totally different set. Totally different set.
Boy, they are.
There's a great dig and a set. Could have been called. It wasn't. The ball is out of bounds. I don't think we're going to get a touch. They're begging. Dons are begging for it.
They're just pounding Schultz with those serves, too.
Here we go again. Chris is in the back row. He's got 3 attackers. Mike's up in the middle. Back set to Javi, and there's some penetration. And Javi had more options than what he just showed there. He made the blocker look pretty good, I think.
I think he thought it was going to be easier than it was.
Yeah. Little short serve. Another nice pass by Hector. Oh, there it is, though.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
See, that's the old change-up, as it were. you pound a couple balls, and they get on the heels, and then you give them the old roll shot, and nobody's ready for that one.
You can just see ankles wobbling on those type.
Mike Cummings again to serve. Ooh, there's a quick back set. Chris Gislin makes a great dig. Hector with a little tapper over. Combination set. And
they were waiting for it, too. They should have had it.
Yeah, we had it lined up. Unfortunately, one of the Dons was in the net. But yeah, they didn't bite on the initial quick hitter. Another great pass. I tell you what, Hector is passing the ball on target today. There we go. Another great pass. Set one-on-one.
Hector one-on-one is impossible.
Yeah, that's automatic. And that's the key. When you pass the ball well and your middles are on time, they got to respect that. Really opens the offense up. Another quick set, and Ricky this time, the digger, just couldn't take a little bit off of it though.
Watch IPFW try to run the middle again here. They've kind of gone away from it the last few plays. They need to make them honest again.
Ball is out, not by much. And this is where Hector will go back to serve. And the other thing that Hector out of the back row does with such a low set is it also is basically a play set, a combination play out of the back row, which has to keep the block honest and give some one-on-ones to the outside. On our heels we were.
Schultz wasn't effective early in the game on the outside, but now they're running him more through the middle.
It's a nice play there. Caught everybody off guard. Stephanitis serving. That's a great set. Oh, unfortunately, just tried to go. Oh, we got a touch. Touch by the line judge.
I'm not sure on that one. I didn't see that touch. You?
Loyola is saying, I don't think so, and I probably agree with him at that
I don't think anybody could have touched that ball.
No, I think he was way over there. Hector going long is usually mean over everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Means the back wall's going to get bruised.
Anyhow, we've got Cordova to serve. He's trying to put a little more steam on it than it was before.
This is killing the Ramblers. They keep making these service errors, and they're down 10-6.
Yeah, they're not in a groove yet, I don't think. Not quite as bad as Lewis last night. Was very disorganized initially.
I'm telling you, Tim, it's this side of the court.
It's got to be. Wonder why my team always starts on this side. We got to stop that, apparently.
There's all sorts of theories that there's drafts in this building, that the doors or the fans come in are at the IPFW end right now.
Well, the one thing I notice from a serving aspect is that the sides of the court are very different, because the side we're on over here that Loyola's on, you'll notice there's a track at the end. And that track hangs over the gym floor, and you don't have that on the Don side. So you can move farther back and get a better serve, a more powerful serve that way than you can on Loyola's side. It's a great block again by Cummings. I think that's his main job right now, is just taking care of the middle hitter and taking them out of their offense, make them one-dimensional. We had a play. Tough to react off that net, though, with all that spin on that ball. It's very difficult to predict where the ball is coming out of the net. You'll notice, fans, that just like last year, the men's game, you can basically dig with open hands now, set first contacts. It looks really ugly.
You can play it off your kneecap if you want.
You can dang near do anything with it on that first contact anymore, which, you know, in the old days, would certainly be called lifts or doubles or anything like that.
And it seems like setters have much more latitude. I mean, you probably would have loved to set under these rules.
Would have been a dream, you know. I'd have loved to be able to dig under these circumstances as well. I think it just makes the game go longer with rallies, more excitement. I think it's a positive change for volleyball, personally. That ball is long.
Stepanitis just jumped too soon on that.
And we've got a timeout for Loyola, I believe, yes, as we have a substitution also for the Dons, as Brian Harris looks like he'll be going in as a back row specialist and serving specialist. Okay, the College Cable Access Program Guide provides information about our programming, including IPFW sports telecasts. To receive your free Channel 6 program guide, send your name to Channel 6 at IPFW, 2101 East Coliseum Boulevard, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805, or call us at 481-6000, or email us at channel6@ipfw.edu. So what do you notice at this point, Blake?
It's almost like this game is not near as intense as last night's. There doesn't seem to be, I don't know if it's because both teams played last night, but it doesn't seem to have the intensity. The crowd doesn't seem to be quite as into it.
Right, maybe it's, to a certain degree, I haven't seen a whole lot of player intensity. I think you're right. At a level I know that they all can go at.
And that's kind of like last night's first game started. It was kind of sloppy early, and then it picked up.
And we got Brian serving into the game. He comes up with the ace. That helps.
Brian came in last night to serve twice. The first two times he served, he got an ace, and now he does it for a third.
Gordon going for the extra time out there, picking something up off the floor. He gets a little extra time, but not much, as it's 13-7. Another tough serve. Middle. It's out of bounds. Brian missed it. A point. Game point. Dons. And really, they've gone through this game fairly easily, I think. Another great serve. Ball goes outside. That ball is hit into the antenna. Out of bounds. Point. Game for the Dons. 15-7. They'll exchange courts, and we'll be right back.
Team spirit is alive and well at IPFW. That's because IPFW has established itself as an athletic power, not only regionally, but nationally. With 11 major sports, IPFW offers talented student athletes great opportunities. Success and support of IPFW athletics comes solely from the fans, students, faculty, alumni, and the prestigious Royal Dons Club. The Royal Dons Athletic Club has over 500 members who financially support IPFW athletics, enabling the university to provide scholarships to deserving athletes. Members will receive one or all of the following: season passes to all sporting events, special seating, hospitality room, plus Royal Dons apparel and gifts. Be a part of the winning tradition. Join the Royal Dons Club. We need your support. Call IPFW Athletics. Get into the team spirit.
The IPFW Omnibus Lecture Series proudly welcomes speaker Douglas Wilder, former presidential candidate and first black governor in U.S. history. Thursday, February 19th at 7:30 p.m. in the Wall Ballroom. Sponsored by News Channel 15.
Hi, I'm Edward James Olmos. On the streets of Fort Wayne, there's a battle going on. It's about kids fighting kids and families fighting families. Our youth are struggling to survive. Without positive alternatives to gangs, drugs, and violence, many will end up incarcerated or dead. You can make a difference by supporting the Multicultural Youth Advisory on Gangs and its programs. They provide alternatives for youth. Together we can stop the violence and increase the peace. To learn how you can make a difference in the lives of youth, please call.
Welcome back to the IPFW Mastodome here. We've got IPFW Men's Volleyball on Channel 6 is brought to you by, in part, Fujifilm USA, by the Chestnut Group, Inc., and by Farm Bureau Insurance. And I believe we have a instant replay of the last point of the match coming up here shortly. When we get that rolling, to kind of walk us through that. Until that point, we'll just kind of go over some stats here. Blake, what I notice is Hector Soto.
Yeah, that's hard not to notice. 11 kills and 15 attempts with only 1 error.
And actually, Loyola didn't hit that badly. Really, they hit 281. And we hit 514, which is extremely high. Here comes that replay of the last point.
Harris
nice
gets a great serve.
They go for the middle attack, and it's out of bounds. And that'll be game.
So Brian Harris came in and served the last 3 points of that game, which is exactly what you want a back row specialist to do.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't ask anything else from somebody to go in as a closer and close it out.
I believe he had a dig in that last 3 too.
Other noticeable stats here: we have twice as many digs as Loyola does. The blocks are even at team blocks are 4 apiece. But other than that, the difference in the match right now is Hector Soto hitting 667. And if you want to compare that to something, use baseball averages, maybe subtract off 100 points or so. But really, the hit 667 is tough to keep up. Oh, there's a big block. And this is what we're talking about: is Loyola. When you get a nice serve like what we just got, and they get a marginal pass and they become real predictable on the outside, your block gets to form. The block is going to start to win the majority of those contests.
We'll have to keep track in this game to see how IPFW is serving out there on this side of the court.
Yeah, well, so far they're 1 for 2. And that's a marginal pass by Hector, his first one of the match. As Javi rips one off the block out of bounds. So I just saved Blake's life over here.
Thank you very much.
We got,
most fans, you might think that that's just a lucky shot by Javier, but that's what he intended to do with that.
Jump floater is an ace. I don't think Schultz believed him. He's pointing to the line judge. It bounced here on the floor. Line judge is giving him a little grief back. That one's definitely in. Ball's going outside. Javi gives the old swing of the arms. Ball's over the net with a nice pass. We're running the offense. Just a tip over the net. They get the ball outside. No, they're going back row. Big block, however, from Hector. Blocking Schultz. Anytime you block the other team's big gun, you think that has an effect?
Just a tad.
Nothing like discouraging the other team. Another jump floater. I think Ricky's got a new weapon now. But we get the Drano. That's what happens when you don't penetrate the net, folks.
Rolls down your arms.
So Stefanidis is back to serve. He rips a nice one down the line. Back one ball.
Oh, nice.
Hits the net and still rolls in, but that was a really nice set by Chris. Struggled earlier in the first game with that back one ball. Set it a little low and tight to the net. I think that one was in the power zone.
You know how we talked early in the match about IPFW wanting to run middle.
And that one we like to call a Papinga block. And that ball just went straight down.
We talked about IPFW wanting to run middle, and Loyola, has not stopped them yet.
Well, we're just roofing them on their power zone, which is the outsides. I think we're starting to load up there and maybe give up a little bit of the middle and say, if you're going to win, set the middle. It looks like Cordova's gone away from his jump serve to a floater, and certainly that's not working either. Just not a lot of intensity yet out of Loyola.
They look tired.
Of course, they had I'm sure it was an emotional win last night, being their first win of a game and a match against Ball State in the history of their program.
And like IPFW, they trailed 12-5 in the fourth game before they made a big comeback.
That's right, and 13-7 too, they trailed them. Javi with a marginal pass, he got a set back row, and that's eaten up by the block. Rather predictable when that happens. That's how crucial passing is to volleyball. Doesn't matter what level you're talking about, the Olympics or third grade.
Ace.
That ball is called an ace.
And referee called it right away too to back up his linesman.
See if he goes again. Yes, he does. Groves with the spinner. No good this time.
Now serving to the Dons, number 13, Hector.
And I just caught overhearing Arnie saying exactly what I was thinking, that you don't set the pipe set when you're out of system. In other words, when you get a bad pass, something back in the 10-foot line, don't set the ball to the back row person in the middle of the court. It's the easiest block you can make at that point.
What's happening now is IPFW's defense, actually the coaching staff is predicting the plays Loyola is going to run, and they're setting up the defense so they're ready for it.
They're making a calculated guess, and they may get stung, but more often than not, when you make your calculated guess, you're going to guess right.
And they're very good at it. Mark Franke is the whiz, and he calculates the plays that the opponents run, and he's excellent at that.
That's right.
Last night he called the final 6 points, I believe it was, that Lewis ran.
There's a good pass. We got a middle attack, across the body, hit the net, so it's an easy dig. Tight. Ball is out of bounds, not off the block, so it's a side out for the Dons. Tight set, those are always tough. Anytime the setter puts it right on top, and you always worry about ankles and things like that. You got Ryan back to serve his tough floater.
Why do you do that, Tim? Why do you let the ball drop on your first serve?
Well, you get 5 seconds to serve after the referee blows his whistle, and if you don't feel like you're ready, then you just toss it up and let it drop, because then you get a new 5 seconds so that you're ready.
Isn't it something to do with the positioning of his teammates sometimes too?
Could be that somebody's maybe in an overlap position and you're telling or you're communicating blocking or defense, or could be any sorts of things. There's a missed set by Chris Gislin.
It's scary how effective IPFW's middles have been, considering Chris is really struggling tonight to hook up the timing with them.
Yeah, he seems to be looping the ball. He's not putting it in their power zone. There's a nice set outside of her, and we got a net call on Loyola, which will really help out the Dons. Ricky's trying to do too much with that set. It's a nice set from the pass he got, which is marginal at best.
He's trying to hit a home run when a single will do.
Yeah, you just can't. You got to keep the ball in play at that point.
Lewis was effective in that last rotation, serving the ball short to try to slow down IPFW's offense. We'll see if they keep it up.
See if Loyola keeps that up. Chris is now coming out of the back row. They do serve short. It's costing them. It's out of system. There we the same type of thing, trying to hit something that's not there. Arnie calls timeout. He's not happy with him. He's got the decibels going.
Somebody's going to get chewed.
And we will be right at for more MIVA volleyball action right after this.
Talk about unusual. How often do you see transparent televisions?
Americans have more money to spend on leisure activities than ever before.
When possible, children should trick or treat during daylight hours and be accompanied by at least one adult.
A boat, archaeologists believe, is from the time Jesus and his disciples fished on the Galilee.
For best results, fertilize your lawn when it is actively growing.
Many people suffer from allergies. Few understand them.
Replay coming up here. Yes, we do. Here's the replay.
Now Lewis is going to serve the ball short.
We're real time here, and Mike Cummings with a nice serve reception with his hands. They have to overpass the ball. The ball's on target. Back set to Relat. Gets way underneath the ball for some reason and sails it out of bounds. Not sure why he's doing that. He's just trying too hard. He really didn't.
He was set up one-on-one. He should have put that ball away.
He set up one-on-one. He's trying to make like some super-duper kill when you just have to put the ball away, and you don't have to try quite that hard, I think. Nice pass by Hector. That ball's in the pipe zone. Great dig by Loyola. As they tip the ball, Ryan sniffed that one out. There goes the quick one. There's the old one ball out of the back row, and you're not going to see too many athletes hit that.
It almost kind of surprised IPFW that on that play, Loyola started it by serving long. When you keep serving short, you keep sneaking in, and then you get caught.
Ricky with his newfound jump floater. They handle with the hands, back set, and Ryan. You can't make that call, I think.
Oh, come on.
That's supposed to be illegal now. Yeah, I think they let that go nowadays.
I thought
it used to be.
I thought it was a good call.
Well, as long as he's consistent, we'll just have to see if he continues on that path, and if he does, then that's
out.
all you can ask is consistency.
Right now, there's 3 serving errors apiece.
There we go with a serve. Floater, they're handling them all with their hands now, and that's putting the ball on target. You get the ball on target, they can run their offense with a nice 31. Hit straight down on the 10-foot line by Groves. Earns them their side out. We're tied 5-5. Pass by Hector's on target. Ryan.
Nice dig.
Coming up with a dig. Here's a big point, a momentum point. Ryan again. What else? What else you got? Just keep pounding away.
Ryan's been really good in transition, like we talked about at the beginning of the show.
Quick transition usually will catch a defense off guard. With the back row attack, Mike Cummings with a great dig. Here we go to Hector outside. Oh, wow! Nice turn.
Once again, we talked about IPFW running their offense at Loyola setter Brian Cremascoli, who's 6 foot. There's no way he can get up with Hector.
There is just that shot's unstoppable. And so is that shot when they pass that well and they're running that quick on offense.
Yeah, IPFW is hitting some lollipops on their serves. They got to get more aggressive.
They got to step it up a bit because right now they're giving them free balls, and when you do that, you give the other team confidence in their offense. And so it's really important to keep tough serves.
Very good, very good.
Ball's inbounds. I know everybody thinks, you just serve the ball in. How can you have so many errors? But if all you did was serve in like that, then they side it out every single time because it's a perfect pass. They'll have all the confidence in the world. So sometimes, actually, if you serve, a couple aces and one missed serve, that's actually better than just serving them all in.
I wouldn't be surprised if the next time Mike Cummings comes around to serve that Arnie doesn't use a substitution, maybe put Brian Harris in to try to get some serving tenacity.
And Farmer, I thought, did a great job last night. And played very well all the way around. Hector with a jumper. It goes outside. It's off the block. This should be a transition. Hector just tries for an extra shot on that. Tries to pull it down the line when really the set didn't allow him to hit line.
And you could see on that play, the Loyola defenders were all back on their heels.
Oh yeah, they're really back on their heels with Hector right now. Marginal pass going back to Hector, and that ball's blocked.
Hey, guess what? Loyola read the scouting report.
Yeah, that's in the playbook, and they had 2 blockers on that.
Once again, Chris goes back to a guy who just made a mistake.
Exactly. I think they figured that out now as well. Outside to Ricky. Ricky is having trouble sailing the ball tonight. Frustrated himself. He knows he shouldn't be doing it. Sometimes
that was a pretty good set, too.
Oh, yeah. Ball's there. Block is late. Just have to pull it down. That is going to be trouble. The pineapple, they cover it. Back set. It's pretty nice. They get it off of Ricky. It is now 8-7 in favor of Loyola. I believe this is their first lead of the match.
Yes, it is. Just like last night when Lewis came back in the second game.
And we got another pass here, and that ball is trying to be blocked by Chris Gislin. Unfortunately, he didn't penetrate. We get a Drano, and if he gets over on that one, he stuffs the guy, actually.
Arnie may not be able to wait too long for that substitution.
That's going to be coming here shortly. There's a nice pass. We get a one-on-one outside.
Ooh.
And Ricky's real close to sailing that one as well, but he pulled it down. Got it on the end line there.
Boy, if he hits that one out of bounds, I think I just head out right out the end of the gym.
Yeah, just might as well keep going. Those kind of opportunities, I mean, one-on-one, you just got to take care of those. So here we go with easy serves again, though. And we get a nice play. It is a free ball. Unfortunately, it's out of bounds.
Chris should have let Javi handle that one. He was going towards the net. He could see the play.
And I think you can see the Dons are on their heels now defensively because their serving has become weak and they're running their offense. Loyola's running offense. And we're passing about on the 5-foot line, so they're getting some fairly good blocks up. Fairly good touches on defense. There's another nice dig by them. They couldn't transition out of it, but
IPFW could use a nice run and jump serve here by Gissler.
yeah, I think they've pretty much smoked out the soft floater, and so jump serve is definitely in order. There we go, and Ryan just tries to get the old digger up in the air, the old flail, and just didn't quite get it.
Like you said, though, Loyola is getting some confidence in their passing, or even the jump serve that time didn't bother them.
Confidence in your own offensive system is a major thing in men's games. And
hit it wide.
Javi just hit that one into the antenna. Again, he had a one blocker.
That was a pretty good set, too, I thought.
A great set. Great set. We're struggling here at this point. 10-7. Loyola's making a run. Another nice pass. And they got a great dig off of Hector. He'll give us a free ball out of it. Somebody's got to pass it. And that set's low. Blocked by them, but we get another shot at Javi. Tries to sneak one through. He does. Finds the seam.
This is kind of a tough time right here for IPFW because they're down 10-7. You can make a lot of substitutions, but I think Arnie Ball would like to see his team try to work out of this adversity.
Absolutely. Here we go with the jump floater. That ball is not passed well. They still try to run a middle. We've got a pancake. It's up. Ricky is way underneath the ball. We get another nice dig. You got to get up and block again. They still keep the ball, however. They set, and it is a kill. Nice shot down the line on a low set.
IPFW was on the defensive the whole time. Even when they had the ball, they didn't run any transition.
Just not organized at this point. Not in system and flowing. Javi, there he gets that one down.
Once again, they go over top of Primascoli.
Here we go.
Here we go.
He called it. Mike Cummings is coming out as Brian Harris goes in. If he can serve this game out, we're really impressed. As Arnie has some words for Mr. Cummings. Brian gets a nice floater serve, and there it is. That should be called a lift. See, I thought that was a lift. Apparently not. Eric Beaumont is laughing about it up there.
The ball knows.
You know, and that's what, if you're going to call those lifts, and you got to call them. I think the new interpretation, though, is you kind of let that stuff go because they've really penalized themselves by making such a bad play.
Signature on your program. You just won 2 tickets for a movie at Regal Cinema. Claim your prize at the announcer's table.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Since you graduated from college, we haven't seen too much of you.
We know you've been very busy climbing the ladder of success.
We've been watching you on your way up. And we've enjoyed seeing you put your degree to work.
Now, how about sharing your time with us?
Your expertise would come in handy, too.
You can reconnect with your alma mater through your alumni association.
It's time for you to come back to your campus.
Call your alumni office today.
Welcome back to the IPFW Mastodon. I'm Tim Heffern along with Blake Sebring. And we come out of the timeout by Loyola trying to stop momentum that really only one point. It started some momentum for the Dons. It's 8-10 in favor of Loyola. Another great serve by Brian, taking them out of their system.
Oh, come on.
Unfortunately, we fall totally asleep as they two-hand dunk the ball over the net.
Everybody in the building knew Schultz was going to get the set or try to get the set there.
Yeah, those are two great serves by Brian. You can see how it just throws the other team totally off their game when they don't pass the ball well. That ball is served out. It is very close to the line. Our line judge, Bill Barone, calls that ball out. Javi, time to work one of his floaters in here. It's got to be a tough one.
Lollipop.
Definite lollipop. However, Grove sails that ball. Had a lot of open court to hit. He just mishit the ball. He's got another point. 9-10. We're back in it. We've still got to serve tough, though. There's a tougher serve. See, brings him off the 5-foot line. That way we can set up an easier defense, get it back to Ricky. They cannot play it up. Another point.
Once again, Brian Harris comes off the bench to get a point on a serve, and he made a great dig there. He's doing exactly what they want him to do off the bench.
Exactly. If you don't serve tough, you're not going to win in high-level volleyball.
They were waiting on that.
Big block by Hector Soto. Another Papinga block.
You could see Hector following Stepanitis' eyes as the play was going. He knew he was going to get that one.
And a lollipop. Back to the lollipops. And they get that one outside.
Another nice
Harris
dig for
with
Brian.
a dig. Oh! Gislin has got to come up with that. They hit that ball straight in the middle of the court.
Javi's got to come up with something more on those serves. That's not helping.
He needs to serve that ball a little tougher. Groves with a jumper. He's been playing well as of late. I'm glad I jinxed him, however. He'll hit that one pretty close to us.
And that's a big break for IPFW. It's 11-10. They're in the lead. They got to take advantage of a mistake like that.
Oh, absolutely. Loyola has to win this game here and get themselves some confidence, I think. Hector goes for his jumper. It's a pretty nice pass. However, they set it outside to guess who? Schultz for the kill.
And they were waiting for it. They had the two tallest players on the team, Ryan Peratt and Chris Gislin there.
And the ball went off the block, and a lot of times that's all you need is for the ball to go off the block so somebody else can play it. However, we just didn't have anybody there.
Nice pass.
Great pass. Ricky's got the one-on-one. He just hits the ball out again.
Ricky's really struggling.
He doesn't know what's going on, doesn't know how to fix it. The other team knows it, and the problem is you got Chris Gislin up front, the setter. You got bad passing. A couple guys collide. Timeout by the Dons.
And all the momentum's gone.
Just gone just like that. Doesn't take long. And IPFW men's head volleyball coach Arnie Ball, along with assistant coach Mark Franke, review recent activities and highlights each Thursday evening at 10:30 p.m. on Channel 6. Tune in, keep up with the team, meet the players, find out what's coming up. That's Thursday at 10:30 p.m. right here on College Cable Access Channel 6.
I want to know who has the best coaches show, the men's coach at IPFW or the women's coach?
Well, since I didn't have a show this year, I'm thinking Arnie had the best show.
Okay.
And why I didn't, I'm not sure. But we might try to get that on tap again next year.
All right, what's coming out of this play? I think they're going to go to Soto.
I think so, and the problem is, like I said before, Ricky is front row. He's the second tempo attacker, and Ryan's the first tempo, and Chris is front row, so you got to go something back row if you're not going to set Ricky. Ricky gets it.
He had no choice on that one.
And he really didn't have many choices, except he only had one blocker, and you can do better than that, I think. I think we're going to see a sub here as just for momentum purposes.
Yeah, Brian didn't do anything wrong.
You know, he didn't do anything wrong at all. It's just 13-11, and it's just the same thing as a timeout. And I got to think Hector's going to see something out of the D area as far as a back row attack coming up right here. A big rip on the serve. Great serve. Just get it up. And we pop the ball in play. They get a free ball. They run outside. Schultz. Big block. Huge.
Now they got to use it.
That could have been almost a real nail in the coffin for that game.
Here we go. Justin Luna's going to come in to serve for Ryan Peratt.
And we know how he did in game 4 yesterday. Just ran off a bunch of jump serves. Exactly what we needed, and we could use the same thing right here as he goes for his jumper. Nice play. They set the ball back.
Oh, come on.
Ricky's not ready for that at all.
Schultz is their big player. Everybody knew he was going to get that set, and they didn't have anybody up on it.
Yeah, that's just and the other part of that is the middle hitter was going for a 31, which Ricky's not going to block anyway. Gislin tries to do too much with that pass as it's far too low to tip that pass. Right next to his head. You try to tip that, you're going to get blocked every time.
That was a great serve by Schultz.
Don's just not playing smart ball in the last 2 plays there.
The last half of this game.
There it is, the old D set. I think there's a touch. Yep, we've got the touch by the officials. Chris Gislin's got to come up with a jump serve here as we're down 11-14. Nice serve. And they go for some kind of a pipe set. Not very good play. They're going to get a free ball out of the deal. Justin passes it on target, mics up. Hector hits it out of his elbow. And I think we're going to see a different setter. As Jorge Relat in for the Dons. It's always tough in this situation.
Pull out a miracle.
Other than that, he can do it. We get the pass.
That wasn't
outside, and the ball looks down, but it's pancaked up. The old roll, Justin's on it. Hector gets that one. Big dig, just out. Great set. Ball is certainly floating, and what you look for is to see how that ball floats, and we've got Gislin right back in.
Throughout that entire play, Arnie Ball did not look at the play at all. He was talking to Gislin, and talking might be a little too easy.
Yeah, that's a nice term.
Trying to wake him up and get Gislin to wake everybody else up.
The jump floater handled fairly easily again. There's that 31 again. We've got a dig, however. Run in the middle. No, he's not going to give it to him. It goes out, and it's off the block, out of bounds. Nice point for the Dons. They need it as they're down 12-14. Jump floater again by Ricky Soler. Handled fairly easy again. There's that back set again, and we go reaching out.
They've run that play consistently.
Yeah, they set that at least a third of the time, if not more. They serve their deep floater, and Hector has a nice pass. We run outside.
Oh, my.
It's over the block. However, they get a dig, and the setter tips it off the block. Ricky sets it up. Not a good set. He has to roll it. That confuses the defense. They're going to give us a free ball off of that. Their setter's blocking on the left side. Can get the ball to Javi. No, he keeps going back to him. We got a net. We've got a net on Loyola. Now, Chris Gislin was watching the play. Their setter was blocking left side. And so you'd have Javi over there. You set Javi over the setter. They just put 2 guys out on Hector and didn't even look at Ryan that entire play.
This is where Mike Cummings has got to come up with a big serve. He's kind of been flat on his last few attempts.
Need something to happen here. It was a nice side out to save that game, however. There's some steam on that one. That's much better. Is there? They go outside, and Hector's got the dig. Chris runs it down, not very well, however. They keep it in play. They run their offense. There's a 31. It's out of bounds.
They call it a tip.
They call it a touch, however. They call a touch for the side out for Loyola. You know, that was a pretty good dig, and unfortunately we just couldn't get the good enough set out of it.
See if IPFW tries to run Javier Escobar on the backside.
Yeah, we'll see here. They got a new player in the game there over there blocking on the left side, and we give it to Ryan. Fairly easy dig, however. They smoke one. It's in. It's game. That evens things up at 1 game apiece. Teams switch side. What do you think about that game?
IPFW did the same thing they did last night. They let up. They looked like a young team in that game. They didn't have the same intensity, the same fire, and Loyola's gotten some fire right now, just like last night.
Yeah, it certainly looked like we could have done anything we wanted to had we kept our focus. It's just a matter of mental toughness and focus and consistency. And if it's there, I think we eat 2 easy games.
They got to make the easy play. They're trying to make the spectacular play when the easy play would be very effective.
Now we're going to have our dance squad out on the floor here as they're just about ready to start. And we will break, and we'll be back after these messages.
He's probably in a break, waiting to come back to you.
Check it out.
The campus has it all.
Learn it, or work it, or play it. Just do it. It's a cool place. Call now. Go to work, go to school, go ahead.
Your parents are always bugging you to get out of the house and get some exercise. But you've got your own way of doing things. You're your own person. You don't need to follow the crowd or the rules. And the last people you want to be like are your parents.
Johnny, tell them what they want.
Michael Jordan, UNCF, take one.
We're here to tell you about the College Fund. It was set up to help deserving kids get a chance to be what they want to be. Are there any future doctors in the house?
Yeah!
Any scientists?
Yeah!
What about teachers?
Yeah!
All right, now who's going to play professional basketball? Come on. It's a good job. Please join me and support the College Fund. If mine is a terrible thing to waste.
Yeah!
The IPFW Omnibus Lecture Series proudly welcomes Speaker Douglas Wilder, former presidential candidate and first black governor in U.S. history, Thursday, February 19th at 7:30 p.m. in the Wall Ballroom, sponsored by News Channel 15.
You are 100% unadulterated energy. You have no choice but movement. You aren't acted on. You are action. You have the power to make the world a better place. You already know how to do it. Volunteer now for the American Red Cross. Call your local chapter for details.
I haven't made up my mind yet. What are you gonna take?
Algebra.
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 If no one's explained how algebra, geometry, and calculus can improve your future, demand that you be told. Call NACME. We'll tell you.
Talk about unusual. How often do you see transparent televisions?
Americans have more money to spend on leisure activities than ever before.
When possible, children should trick or treat during daylight hours and be accompanied by at least one adult.
A boat, archaeologists believe, is from the time Jesus and his disciples fished on the Galilee.
For best results, fertilize your lawn when it is actively growing.
Many people suffer from allergies. Few understand them.
Welcome back to the Hilliard Gates Sports Center. This is Tim Heffern along with Blake Sebring. We're tied 1 game apiece between Loyola of Chicago and IPFW. As we look at this replay here from earlier in the last game. Replay is coming. Anything?
If not, you can just keep talking.
Well, apparently nothing happened in that replay.
There we go.
There we go, and
on the end of it.
Nope, we don't have it. Okay, what do you think about the? Well, let's talk about some sponsors here first. We have IPFW Men's Volleyball on Channel 6 is brought to you by, in part, Fujifilm of USA, by the Chestnut Group, Inc., and by Farm Bureau Insurance. have done these things to make these telecasts possible for your viewing pleasure. So we're about ready to start the third and probably pivotal game.
A future Tim Heffron recruit.
Uh-oh, there we go. Checking lineups here. Looks to me like both teams are going with the same lineups as they did before.
Serving first, game 3 for the Ramblers.
Loyola is serving, and as we all know, IPFW is back on the good side.
I think I think if IPFW struggles early here, I think we're going to be seeing Chris Farmer pretty quickly coming in the lineup.
Well, it's certainly become obvious that we have to have some kind of a middle attack. And I'm not sure Javi's the best one for the job. Oh, they call a touch. Oh, they call a touch on that play as that ball was hit out of bounds. Not sure about that, but that'll be a point for Loyola.
Boy, you got to like the way Loyola has just hung in there and hung in there.
Oh,
Coming
yeah.
into this building is a tough place to play.
They didn't look like they were playing well at all, and they still hung in there and won the game. That's not a good sign, I think. As Hector needs to get into a rhythm here like he was last night. He was in more of a rhythm, I think, last night than he is so far. Oh, there we go with that serve again. Unfortunately, Mike just didn't get all the hand on that ball.
That looked like one of my serves.
Hector's got a nice pass going. They set outside to him. He wails at it. A touch block or control block, and there comes an angle that's hard to defend.
You know, there's a danger here that IPFW might start going to Hector too much. I mean, because Hector's unstoppable, but you can't go to him all the time.
Right, eventually, you know, you just take too many swings at the ball. Ball's got to go over. Yes, it does. Third contact. There, what a shot. The quick back set again. What a shot.
Stephanitis has been great back there.
Yeah, they're just, both him and Schultz are hitting the snot out of that ball. So until the Dons move that player, that left side blocker out to meet him, they're just going to continually score on that play. Here comes Javi out of the back row.
That's big for Javi.
Yep. Rico's the new player in for Loyola there, middle hitter. So their other middle wasn't doing the job apparently, so they got him in there. He tried to do the old kick save.
That's only Javi's 4th kill of the match. He's got to get more in play than that.
I think Don's fans are certainly used to him performing better than that. Oh, they call a mystery touch here. That ball sailed way out of bounds. And how they come up with that call, I don't know.
But they've been pretty consistent on that too.
Yeah, they sailed that ball. It's obviously it's a mishit. It's not off the block. But again, that was that quick back set. I think Arnie calls it the green in his offense. Remember, as a flash in my offense.
You remember how we talked early in the match about IPFW was going to serve Schultz to try to wear him down? Well, now Loyola is going almost exclusively after Hector to try to wear him down.
Exactly. It's the game of attrition at this point. Out of the back row, great dig. We've got the back row to Hector. He smokes it.
You know how early in the match we said he can't set that set out of transition when there's a bad pass?
Yeah.
Well, he can do it to Hector. I don't know if he can do it to anybody else.
No, Hector's the only one who can contort his body enough, with enough height to get that ball to go down. It's a tough play. We're still serving Schultz, though. Go with the middle. We got to dig up. No, we just can't control it. Good defense. I've noticed the defense, I think, for IPFW is certainly better this year than it has been in the past.
Much better. Because usually IPFW has a reputation of being an outstanding offensive team, and defense is just something they do till they get the ball back on offense. But they've really done a great job working on their back row and on their blocking.
Yeah, I think they've really worked on the floor defense portion of their game and getting quite a few more digs in there.
They're going to need it tonight.
Nice pass by Hector. That ball is, I don't know what's going on there with the connection with Mike Cummings and Chris Gislin should be there, for heaven's sakes.
They've only played together for 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, they played together forever, and it's just not there, apparently. very surprised.
Wow, that's a brutal mistake by Loyola. You get a great play, you're up 3-1, you can really get some momentum going, and you serve it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's, you know, when you're in that position, you want to make the other team earn their way out of it, not give it to them. There we go with the jumper. Nice serve. Outside to Schultz. Oh, there we go.
That's a great point while we were talking about. They serve Schultz and make him work, and then he had to go up against a two-man block on that.
That time, Ricky turned his right hand into the court, didn't get used. Great block. Another jumper. Another good serve. That ball was actually, could have been called a lift. Wasn't. And there they go with a quick middle attack again. I tell you what.
Mike Cummings is looking tired.
Yeah, he is. He's looking pretty tired. And really, out of all the middles I've seen tonight, Groves is the only one who's up on time in transition. And that's why he's been very effective so far in hitting 31s and 1s for that matter.
You can see here on that play, Mike Cummings went up to distract the blockers, and Loyola didn't respect it at all. They still sent two guys outside.
Oh yeah, well if you set him, and it's like 2 or 3 times you've set Mike, and there's no swing on the ball at all, and the ball falls to the ground, you pretty much don't have to do anything with that. You just forget about the middle and you go outside, and that's one of the keys to IPFW's attack at this point.
Lollipop.
Definite lollipop, one-on-one. Javier's not set on defense, still moving backwards, can't dig the ball.
You can't hit rainbows on serves. They're just, the offenses are too good, they'll kill you.
Here they go. They're feeling in system, and Javi has to roll the ball as he's out of system. That could have been a lift, but it's not. Javi's got a set. He's not happy about it. Hector, smoking hit. Only he can make that shot.
He just hung there till the ball got there.
Whew. They needed it too. Struggling to be in system is IPFW, and rolling in system is Loyola at this point. Mike Cummings back to serve. Hopefully he can get it over the net. Can't. That's 2 in a row for him.
Serve, number 3, Dan Schultz.
Mike's definitely struggling here. Nice pass again. There's a swing. Ryan.
It's weird how your setter can work so much better with one middle than he can another. And so far, Ryan and Chris have been pretty in step tonight, but Mike and Chris have not.
Just not there, and it should be. I mean, it's not for lack of practice or anything. It's just not happening for him. Might see Farmer come into the match. He's a nice middle hitter himself. And if they need offense, George Ikovu is actually maybe the best offensive middle we have. I think a lot of the job of our middle hitters is to block the ball instead of hit the ball. There you have a case of miscommunication.
That was a married couple play.
Yeah.
Both guys thought the other guy would get it.
You take it. I'll take it. No, nobody will take it.
I can say that since I'm not married. You can't say it.
There it is. I haven't seen that yet tonight. We need to see a little more of that. See, the difference between that and the other time he did it was the pass was high enough that he could take the ball above his head. Before, when he got blocked, he took the ball next to his head. It's easy to block when you do that. You just have to be disciplined as a setter to know when you can and can't dump. There's a good ball. That's too bad. They had a solid block up, but just didn't get any penetration. Hit the seam and it went through. And there's an out serve. It's kind of, the match is in limbo right now. Who's gonna come up with the consistent play is gonna
see whoever has the most energy left after playing last night.
Yeah. Gonna make a step forward here. Ryan with the serve. It's a nice floater. That's the kind of tough floater you need there. Schultz out of the back row. If they call a touch on that, by gosh, and they don't.
You can tell both teams played last night, can't you? There's not a lot of emotion after each point.
You know, they're really struggling to focus in a time and point of the match and the game, which it's not on the line really, but it could make the difference in the match. It's just hard to make yourself do some things. But when it's 14-14, then you'll see them all step it up a little bit.
Very nice play by Ricky. He needed that kill.
Definitely needed that kill. Point, it's 4-4 right now. That's the kind of of consistency and transition that you have to have.
See which team can push through this next little stretch.
And they're running that 31 again. He misses that one. They're asking for the touch again.
Well, on that one, I thought there was a touch.
It was close, but I think it was too high. 5-4.
See if they go right back to Groves.
Got Cordova playing passing games there in the lane. He's like starting in the middle of the court, fakes inside, outside, takes a step here and there, trying to fake out the server. Nice pass, there's the dump. Not ready for it, however. Got the old timber defense. No steps, just fall down, go boom.
Mike's got to be ready for that.
Here we go with not a good pass. Ball set way outside on a pretty good set. We've got a block.
Wow.
A block in the net. Schultz
was in the net. That's a killer.
Big error.
That's a killer.
You know, when the other team's out of system, the worst time to hit, you just don't want to hit the net. Make them come up with some superhuman play. Here we go with a transition. Hector out of the back row. He gets a roll shot. Nice kill.
The donut defense.
Yep.
The hole in the middle.
Definite donut defenses. They're all way back on their heels in the corners. Chris Gislin to whip up a jumper. Ball is just out. Not enough spin on it this time. However, the Dons do have a 6-4 lead through some consistent play here.
They've been a little sharper.
And Hobby with a swing. It appears to me that the new middle, Mikos, for Loyola, is a little suspect on his blocking on the outside. His hands are not penetrating. So if the Dons will continue to hit into him, even if they aim at him when he goes outside to block, we're going to score. Now there's a great play. That's the kind of play you need, and that's a smart block by Mike Cummings.
And a nice set in transition too by Mike.
Exactly. Mike just, he knows he's late, so he goes up and he just deflects the ball in the air so somebody can dig it up. Happens to come back to him, he gets a nice set outside for Javier to get the kill. Join us again this coming Friday evening, February 13th at 7:30 for our next telecast of IPFW's men's volleyball, when Channel 6 will televise live MIVA conference match between Clark College and the IPFW Mastodons. That's next Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on College Access Channel 6.
I believe that's the first match ever between the two teams.
I've not heard of Clark College. I wouldn't even know where they're from, actually.
They're from Iowa. They are a new Division II school. They've been playing in the NAIA division, and they've joined the Midwest Intercollegiate Volleyball Association for the first time this year.
Well, good for them. They'll get an inaugural here that they probably have to get baptized sooner or later, so they might as well get their bell rung right off the bat.
They're from Dubuque. They were 9-23 last year.
Still serving for the Mastodons, number 5, Ricardo Soler.
And here we are after Loyola's timeout. Don's up 7-4. Could have been a lift. They call it legal, however. Oh, there's a big dig by Gislin. Ricky out of the back row with a shot. They get a good pass out of the deal. It goes outside to Schultz. He does the angle. Hobby with the perfect dig. They could have called that a lift. They didn't. We got a play still going on. Back to Hobby. Off the block. Into the court. Kill.
Hobby's hot right now.
And that's what the Dons need.
I kept expecting Chris to back set to Hector sometime in that series, but Hobby's been hot, so he's staying with him.
Yeah, sometime you got to give Hector a little break here. And there goes their middle attack. Definitely not as good as the other middle. Hobby outside, poor set. Didn't have any options. Good set. Kill. Schultz.
Mike was late getting over on that one. There was a clear alley right to the floor.
And that's the difference in the quality of those two sets there. I mean, one hitter had no options. The other one had any option he wanted. Nice pass. Hey, there Mike connected up. Unfortunately, hit the ball straight ahead instead of an angle. There goes the back quick set. As we've seen many times, still haven't made that adjustment on blocking yet.
It's like there's a hole in the defense right there.
Oh, yeah. The coaching staff keeps telling them to move over. The players just haven't believed them yet. Like with the old Tipperooski, they keep it alive. They call the lift, and you do have to call that one, I think.
That might do a lot for Mike's confidence, too. He and Chris finally seem like they're getting together.
Yeah, they did have a couple connections. He just got to start hitting some angles, that's all. He's trying to hit the ball straight ahead. That ball is off the block, out of bounds, I believe.
Yeah, but he can't tell. He's saying that the ball hit the antenna before it hit the blocker.
No, he didn't. He's saying the ball hit Javi's hand, then hit the antenna because they're serving.
Okay. Originally, the down official thought it was the...
And there's a short serve and a nice pass and a nice set. However, Javi makes the block look good again.
They were sitting on Javi.
He's just not natural over on that right side. You know?
Yeah, this is what we thought might happen. Chris Farmer is now coming in for Mike Cummings.
This hopefully will help out. Give us some new energy that we need here. It's 8-6. Oh, my. Miscommunication in the serve reception pattern between Javier and Ricky. Ricky's not happy with Javier at all. Then they serve Hector. I'll figure that one out. Hector's off balance. I don't know how he gets a kill out of that ball. Dons are out of sorts. They're just hanging on right now.
This is ugly volleyball right now.
Oh, they're just saying, please, let me get through this. Javi with a serve. Floater is not tough yet. Shocker. We've got the right side player hitting another hit with no block.
Hector just keeps getting burned by Stepanitis on that play.
Just amazing that we get burned continually on that. And the passing, not great. Hector outside on a solid double block, but that's what Hector can do, is handle that solid double block. The blockers were already out there before Chris even set the ball because pass was very marginal at that point. 8-7 for the Dons right now as they need to get back on a roll again. Nice way to do it there with a pretty decent play there. And there's a dig. We've got a transition opportunity back to Hector. He tries for too much.
Not a very good set. He kept reaching and reaching and reaching for it.
Yeah, he just can't get to that set. That set's just not there. But that's the first time I've seen us actually get over there and try to block that quick back set and actually dig it up and get an opportunity to get a transition. It's Hector. No, it's Ricky. The ball's still in play now. It's down.
Boy, Chris Farmer made a very nice play there to keep the ball alive, but nobody could do anything with it.
Ricky's struggling all over the court right now. He's not happy with anything. And this is not a good rotation for the Dons at this point. Low set, easy dig. To the pipes, Schultz. Hector with a big dig. Ricky sets it back to Hector across the court. He gets the radical angle out of the back row. Only one person in the gym can make that hit, and that's Hector.
Loyola is doing a very, very nice job defensing IPFW's initial swing.
Oh, absolutely. And if the set's not on target and in system, they're getting their opportunities at getting a transition. Ryan serving again. Here comes the middle, but
they called that one.
Farmer helps out the Dons. That's exactly what we need.
You know what happened on that play? Loyola coach Gordon Mayforth noticed that Chris Farmer was a new middle and he wanted to attack it right away, and Chris was ready for it.
Great job by Chris. Here they go again, and we get a dig. It's still in play. We're back on the pass again, and one-on-one. Oh! Huge penetration by Chris Gisling.
Boy, you can just tell the difference in energy level right now with IPFW in the middle with Chris. He doesn't do a lot of great things. He does a lot of little things very, very well, though.
Great job by Chris Farmer, and we will be right back after these messages.
Hi, I'm Edward James Olmos. On the streets of Fort Wayne, there's a battle going on. It's about kids fighting kids and families fighting families. Our youth are struggling to survive. Without positive alternatives to gangs, drugs, and violence, many will end up incarcerated or dead. You can make a difference by supporting the Multicultural Youth Advisory on Gangs and its programs. They provide alternatives for youth. Together we can stop the violence and increase the peace. To learn how you can make a difference in the lives of youth, please call.
Back at the Gate Center here, we've got a replay real quickly before action starts again. There it is, a big set outside. Chris penetrates, stuffs the ball, causes a timeout. 10-8 Dons, they serve, and here we go. Another penetration, that ball is in. Ball is called in. Nice block by Chris again though, forced him to go around. And that's exactly what Chris has to do, is penetrate the net on the outside.
I'm kind of surprised that ball was in.
I thought it was going to be out. I mean, it's a miss hit, but stranger things have happened. That ball is long gone.
How bad is that? You get a great play coming out of a timeout, you're down 2, and you hit it out of bounds.
All that work to get a side out just to serve out.
Man.
Here we go with Chris. Hopefully he can whip one in here. He's got it in. Set's coming outside. Schultz. Oh. How Javi's not ready for that, I'll never know. He just not getting set. If he gets set, he can make that dig, but he's still moving back. You know he's aiming right at him too. He was facing that way and everything. Ball's in. Big old pass. It's on target, however. Farmer makes the most of that set. Schultz again. We've got somebody, Perot with a big dig. Javi with a big dig. Here we go. And who are we setting? We're not setting anybody. And they're not setting anybody either. And we're not digging the ball. And the ball's... Oh! It's a mad scramble with everybody's heads cut off. Looks like a Chinese fire drill out there.
That was more organized than that was.
Good
that
heavens.
was pathetic.
Yeah, we had a lot of opportunities. Somebody better the ball. It's just not happening. Javi hitting right into the single blocker. Here we go with another scramble. Another good block, however. Both sides struggling to get any kind of organized attack going. Defense is winning out.
You know what might be really effective right here? Remember how Loyola served short in the second game to get back into it? I think either team could serve short here and probably be pretty effective.
Yeah, at this point, neither team has really served short. Although most of the floater serves have been taken with an overhead set.
You know, you've been hitting lollipops anyway. Why not just try to shorten one up a little bit?
Yeah. And there goes one down the line. It's out of bounds, however. Score is 10-9 in favor of the Dons at this point. And here we go again. Hector outside with a solid double block. Goes around it. Can't dig it down the line. Too much steam.
Chris Farmer came in last night in Game 4. IPFW was down 10-4. And he got some great serves, 3 or 4 in a row to get IPFW back in it.
They could use it right now. That one wasn't necessarily tough. There's a solid block. And we've got a dig and a play and a hit by Hector. He tips it, and we've got a
excellent.
And a slam of the ball on the ground. I think we could have a card. No card. Eric Beaumont being awful generous. They rail on the net. They throw the ball.
I can let that one go if I'm him, though. He's mad at himself. He wasn't mad at the other team or the official. That was a great play by Ricky to get him a swing.
Just what we don't need after we get a huge momentum. We serve out.
You can tell it's early in the season, can't you?
Oh, yeah. Consistency is not there yet, definitely. And there we go with hitting air. Ryan has hit the net on his follow-through. Tight set, that's what happens with a tight set. Score is now 10-11. Dons are ahead. Outside to Hector, one-on-one. No chance. That ball is straight down on the 10-foot line.
I think IPFW might have taken this match a little lightly.
It's possible.
They had never lost to Loyola.
It's possible. Javi with a big serve. Easy pass, however, one-on-one outside, but that ball's just out. Chris thought that ball was in.
He was ready to start talking about it before the ball was down.
Holy smokes, did he pen? At least, you know, Chris has got the range now, though, on the outside, which is going to ultimately help when they set the ball in the 14-14 situation. That ball most likely is going to go outside, and if Chris has got it down, he's going to get him. Here we go again, and Ryan, that ball's in.
But you know what's going to happen next, don't you? They're going to go outside to Stephanitis on that backslide again.
Oh, they got to, because they know Chris is starting to line him up. He's got him tagged.
Here it comes.
The old quick, yeah, the setter's in the back. When the setter's in the back row, it's easy to run that back slide set. Jumper. Ball's in. Not a particularly good pass. Back row's tip, roll, run it. And we got Ricky with a double block, unfortunately. We're still in it. We got a back row out of Javi. Oh! That's a point.
That's a big play. That's a real big play.
Huge play. 12-10. Another point for the Dons, exactly when they need it.
See if they run the back to Stephanitis here.
Hector needs to come up with a good serve here. He's got it.
He did.
Oh, that'll cater out of system. They got a back row attack. Here we go, and it's
very nice.
Off the block. Great play by Chris. That's what a tall setter can do.
That's basically what happened is Chris reached up and slapped the ball off the Loyola blocker's hand, out of bounds.
Gordon is using a side out as a timeout to break the momentum of the Dons.
Hector's been serving so well, Loyola hasn't been able to run their system.
Yeah, that's the key.
We know what's coming when they get a good pass. They just haven't been able to do it.
13-10, the ball's in. Bad pass again. They have one option outside. They roll it. Hector with a nice dig. It's on target. Back row to Javi. He hits it out of bounds. Hummer.
Getting a little excited here, Tim?
I thought he's going to he just didn't see any block up, and I figured he's going to put that one home. Nice serve. Oh, that's a tough one there.
That's a great serve.
Looked like the little parachute came out on it as it got over the net. Dropped to the ground real quickly, and just like that, it's 13-11. The momentum's gone, and we're going for the floor wipe as a timeout.
The unofficial timeout. Oh, that was really an in-depth wipe.
Now we have the timeout. Okay. I don't know if Pingo finally said, hey, that's enough of that. You guys are taking a timeout, or what happened there.
Yeah, you at least want to bend over and wipe the floor, maybe.
And you too can participate in the excitement of IPFW athletics by joining the Royal Dons Club. The Royal Dons Club is the official booster club for IPFW athletic teams. Members enjoy priority seating at all IPFW sporting events, food and refreshments in the hospitality room, admission to IPFW sports media luncheons, an association with other Mastodon supporters. For information on becoming a member of the Royal Dons Club, please call Pat Klein at 481-6643 or write to the Royal Dons Club, 2101 East Coliseum Boulevard, Fort Wayne, Indiana 46805. Well, here we come out of this timeout by the Dons as they had a little mini break in mental focus again. They're still up 13-11 at this point, but again, they're in their tough rotation where Chris is middle front. They seem to do the most struggling when he's there. Nice pass. We've got a middle.
Okay, here comes to Hector.
And a smart play. Exactly what we needed.
Another donut defense.
It's definitely a problem rotation tonight.
Here's a really, really strong substitution move, putting Brian Harris in to serve for Ryan Perrott.
Big time sub right here. Brian Harris needs one good serve, and that's a pretty good one right there. Nice touch, just couldn't get the dig out of it though. That's a pretty good block by the Dons, even though it didn't come up. 13-11 still. Easy floater, easy pass. Javi out of the pipe. There's a shocker. And it cost the Dons a point.
They knew it was coming.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was in the... That's what Arnie was thinking about.
But it's
the overhand set, and the Pineapple, they have it up. We'll probably get a free ball out of it. Yes, we do, or a little roll shot. Harris with a nice dig. Hector, he's got it. Out of bounds. Dons, and Schultz just watched the ball fall to the ground.
You're 13-12. It's like quit messing around, get the ball to Hector, and let's get this game over with.
That's right. Hector is one rotation away from getting to the front row, where he's going to do some damage. Chris with his spinner. Oh, that's a tough play. They get it. Oh, it's a big block.
Ricky and Chris Farmer were waiting for Schultz on that play because they had no other options but to go to Schultz.
Yeah, the pass forced the setter into that, and there was just no way they could deal with it. I don't know what Gordon's talking about here. He's got a mini timeout of it. Timeout out of the deal. And we've got the bad sack. That'll be game. 15-12. The Dons win that on a missed sack by Loyola. Not sure exactly what they were looking for at the end of that game.
Neither were they.
Unorganized offense just killed them there at the end of that game. Definitely. At this time, we'll take a break. The Dons are up 2-1. We'll be back after these messages.
Since you graduated from college, we haven't seen too much of you.
We know you've been very busy climbing the ladder of success.
We've been watching you on your way up, and we've enjoyed seeing you put your degree to work.
Now, how about sharing your time with us?
Your expertise would come in handy, too.
You can reconnect with your alma mater through your alumni association.
It's time for you to come back to your campus.
Call your alumni office today.
Hi, Puddin'.
Oh, you're so welcome. I don't have shoes.
Oh, if you are gorgeous.
Maybe they're pretty big.
Lauren, talk to me. Come on, you can do it.
Get the keys. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
The IPFW Omnibus Lecture Series proudly welcomes Speaker Douglas Wilder, former presidential candidate and first black governor in U.S. history, Thursday, February 19th at 7:30 p.m. in the Wall Ballroom, sponsored by News Channel 15.
What if you had to choose between a flower and an elephant? What would you choose? What if you had to decide between a 100-year-old tree and a 1,000,000-year-old beach? Could you choose between drinking clean water or breathing clean air? Now you can choose all these things. EarthShare, the world's leading environmental groups working together. It's one choice we can all live with.
Welcome back to the IPFW Mastodon. I'm Tim Heffern along with Blake Sebring here. We just concluded the third game as the Dons have now gone up 2-1 in games. We have a replay here of the last game, Here we go with Chris jump serving. And they set the middle, or attempt to, and it's just a miss set. I think at that point, as a setter, you're off at the 10-foot line. I'm not sure you force that on game point.
Well, there was a discrepancy right from the start of that play before it started. When Loyola coach Gordon Mayforth came off the bench and was calling a play, and it looked like the setter was confused about what he wanted.
Yeah, they didn't communicate. I don't know if Gordon was talking to the official or his team or what.
I thought he was signaling to the setter. I
don't know if he was asking if he had another timeout. Do I have one more timeout, or is he saying play one, or what's exactly is he going through his mind, and his team didn't know. As far as stats go, oh yeah, we've got to do, let's see here, IPFW Men's Volleyball on Channel 6 is brought to you by part Fujifilm of USA, by the Chestnut Group, Inc., and by Farm Bureau Insurance. Looking at some of the stats here, Hector Soder's gotten back on track with 28 kills.
But the problem is nobody else is in double figures yet. They need to get there.
As the Loyola has three players in double-digit kills. Dons only have one. Gislin to serve. Not a good omen as they're on the bad side. See what they can do with it. Break the jinx on the bad side.
Side out Mastodons. Back to serve number 5, Ricardo Soler.
And there we go with the middle attack again. The Dons make a play. Ricky tries to make a shot out of it. Get a pretty good pass. It's outside. It's a block. They bring it up, though. Not getting a good attack this time, though. The Dons will as they get a good pass. Here comes Hector. Oh, no. Oh,
not a very good set.
That's too bad. That you have that one-on-one in transition with Hector on the outside. You expect to see a kill there. Instead, we get a side out. It's still 0-0. Farmer! And that's what we've been looking for.
He's really added some energy.
Looking for somebody who's going to swing at the ball. Farmer gets to go back and serve now. And he misses again. That's 2 in a row for him.
If you don't know the story of Chris Farmer, he was at IPFW last year in preseason practice, and he had a blood clot passed through a hole in his heart that went to his head, to his brain, and he had to miss the whole year, and he had to have heart surgery to come back. And this is his first year back. And last night was his first home match in 2 years, and he had the deciding block on match point.
Yeah, it was great. It's a great story for him. In Volleyball magazine, put that story in there, and it's just, what a success story for him. Just really happy that.
Too bad the guy who wrote it didn't do a very good job with that.
Well, you know, we can't expect the world from him, but we do what we can. And here we go. We're still 0-0 as the teams are kind of jabbing here and there, seeing who's going to break
So
first.
are the announcers.
Exactly. Soto has just continued to rack up the kills. And here comes our famous rotation for the Dons.
Yeah, you spotted this one early. This is where they've been struggling.
And the spinner is a tough one. It's a short jump serve. Hard to defend. Here comes the tip, and we're not ready.
And Schultz did that with his left hand.
That's a setter move, and that's not really normally known. Hitters are not normally known for doing that.
Schultz has held up pretty well tonight. I don't think the IPFW strategy of going at him has worked very well.
Comes the short serve. Pretty good pass. It's the pineapple that's way out of bounds. Chris is yelling at himself there, I think. Here comes another short serve. We're not ready for it. He doesn't call the lift, however. Thank you very much. Back row hit out of Schultz. And
boy, it's like we said at the end of that last game, whoever can serve short effectively can just spring it on you.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been very effective.
We just saw 3 in a row, 1 from IPFW and 2 from Loyola, cause all sorts of havoc in the offense. And if you can cause havoc in the offense, you're going to win. So we're ready to play again after a floor wipe.
Those will be happening more and more.
Yeah. And that's out of bounds.
Very good call. It was off the antenna, off the block and off the antenna.
And then the antenna, that's caused by the blocker reaching outside his shoulder, outside towards the antenna, and usually when that happens, it goes out of bounds.
Whichever team serves the most aggressive here in this game will have a big advantage.
Ball's in. Nice pass, however, to Ricky. He's ready this time. Nice block by Loyola. Just a soft block, keep the ball alive. They get a swing now. Farmer is all over that baby.
Gislin and Farmer is a pretty formidable tandem on the block.
Boy, they are solid. Very nice. There goes Chris with his patented jumper. Ooh, he's got some steam on that one. That'll be an ace. Ooh, boy, he let that one rip.
That's the best he's hit a serve in a couple games.
Yeah, it is. I think that's approaching Loy ball speed there. Comes with another one.
Hey, they got it for once. What do you know?
They were over there standing and waiting. That's the difference, is instead of reaching out, they're reaching into the court, so the ball goes into the court.
But that's that play that Loyola's run all night, and that's the first time IPFW stopped it.
Yeah. I think it helps when the pass moves the blocker over there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Just like that one did. Oh, tough dig. Not an easy dig to make. I don't know. Hobby looks like he's hobbling a little bit right now. I don't know if he hurt himself on that play. It's a nice serve. It's a good pass. Farmer, that ball's just set way too low. You can't hit it down with your elbow.
He kind of short-armed it.
Yeah, you know, if that ball's set high enough, he just crushes it. There's no block there. It's all in the set. Here we go again. Doesn't go back to him, however. That ball is out of bounds.
He didn't look like he was hobbling on that play.
No, he wasn't hobbling there. I was surprised that Chris didn't set Farmer again, actually.
Well, he knew Loyola would be waiting for it. They caught on to that early.
Oh, that's a nice one. They're going to get a pretty good pass out of it, and it's a dig. It's in play.
Here we go.
Here goes again, and here goes another dig, and that's in play. Yes, it is. Here comes Schultz out of the back row. 3 digs in one time. He wants the ball. He gets it. He hits it out of bounds. Set's just not there.
I think the set was there. I'm not sure the hitter was there.
Yeah, I think it was a little tight.
You're right. He jumped a little bit too soon.
Something happened to Hector over here. He's walking tenderly back on the court. Don't know what happened to him. Slipped or something. There we go. See, and that's what happens when the set's high enough. Farmer's going to be able to crunch the ball like that on the cutback or the power angle.
And Hector's still hurting a little bit. He's getting a little mad.
Farmer back to serve. I'd say that's 3 in a row for him.
And I bet next time you see Brian Harris or Justin Luna come in to serve for Chris.
And you hit 3 in a row and you hit them all into the net. You figure you're going to make an adjustment at one of these junctures. You hope.
Yeah, that the adjustment will be made for you onto the bench.
Here we go. We're in play again. A marginal pass. Outside. Solid double block to get an easy dig out of it. Schultz has trouble with it. He's got to go outside. Neither set was very good.
Schultz ended up hitting the ball outside the antenna.
Yep. 2-2 is our score here. It's kind of back and forth. Nobody really taking control. Back row attack and reaching out instead of reaching in.
Hector was there. He just couldn't get his hands over.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Again, Loyola's taking the crowd out of the match.
That ball is in. Hey!
There's not much intensity right now at all.
Ryan had a good swing at that one, just hit it out of bounds.
Chris has really struggled tonight going to the middles.
Comes another jumper. He's got a good pass again. He doesn't set him again, however. Up and over. They make a dig. They make a hit. Schultz tips it. Here we go. Outside to Hector. Ball's in.
Very nice set.
Ball's in.
Hector really made a nice adjustment in mid-flight, too.
Oh, that's a great play. That's the kind of play that just very few people can make. Very difficult hit.
You could make that, couldn't you, when you were playing?
I doubt it. Yeah, I could make it. It would go into the net.
Just couldn't make it effectively, huh?
There it is, and it's out of bounds.
Ricky tried. You could see him try to pull his hand back in on that. Just guide the ball back into the court.
He's getting closer. He's a half a step closer. He needs another half step. He'll be there. Here we go. Great pass, one-on-one. Why he hits line on a one-on-one, I'll never know. All outside hitters are trained to hit cross-court on a one-on-one.
Unless he didn't know it was one-on-one.
That could be. Ryan with the pass. Back to Hector. He swings, he gets it off the block.
Boy, the defense got caught flat-footed.
Sure did. He just wasn't sure if somebody else was going to take it or what happened there.
IPFW's got to step it up with their serves here.
Yeah, they're just hanging in limbo. They're just not making a making a push offensively, and that starts with a serve.
Yeah, they're hitting her.
And Swiss cheese that block was.
They're hitting the serves pretty much straight down the middle. There's nothing on them. There's no movement on them.
Yeah, it's becoming pretty easy for them to pass.
I'm telling you, it's that side of the court, Tim. It's got to be that side of the court.
Certainly appears so. I hope we get that side for the 5th game if there is one. And here we go with a tip. Another transition opportunity back to Hector. He swings at it. Good dig. It's in play. Now, marginal pass. Hector again. That's a nice play by the Dons. They hung in there, kept going back to Hector. He finally got the kill.
His ankle's looking okay.
Gislin to serve. He rips that one. That'll be out of play. Point for the Dons.
That's a big serve, big serve.
Caused by the serve.
Now, get it in play. Don't hit it out of bounds right here. That would be a killer.
You know, you want to hit it in play. It doesn't need to be a lollipop, but it doesn't need to be an ace serve either. Make them work themselves out of it. They're smart play, exactly. Marginal pass, big block. That's a double. Played it twice.
Nice job by Javi.
Exactly. That's exactly how we drew it up on the playbook here over.
That's right.
2 announcers, experts, professionals, as it were.
Now this one you rip it. You got that one in. This one you rip. And he did.
And it's out.
You got to go for that, though.
Hell, we're fired.
Yeah, wait till Arnie hears this on the tape tomorrow. We'll be getting phone calls.
And here we go. We're in play again. And a bad pass. Point. Score is 4-5. Dons are down.
No energy again. They got to pick it up.
Yep. I'd say get the ball to Farmer right here.
I would too. You're right.
They're committing on him too.
Oh,
Ryan
no.
just going for the ball. He's there. He just thought maybe it was out or something. But Farmer was there, and they actually committed a blocker. Their blocker was in the air before Chris set the ball.
I'd go back to him because I think.
So they are definitely afraid.
Nice.
Definitely afraid of Farmer. Timeout by the Dons at this point.
That's a good timeout, too. Don't let it get too far out of hand.
Oh, yeah. It's 7-4 in favor of Loyola, and we will be back after these messages.
This is the National Radon Test. Answer true or false. Radon is a form of radiation that builds up in homes. The Office of the Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested for radon. Radon is the 2nd leading cause of lung cancer. Testing your home is easy, and radon problems can be fixed. You are going to protect your family from radon by calling 1-800-SOS-RADON.
Welcome back to the IPFW Mastodon. This is Tim Heffern along with Blake Sebring. We are in a timeout called by the Dons. Score is 7-4 in favor of Loyola as they've got a lead basically on good serves.
And that looked like it was a pretty good timeout for IPFW. They're all coming out. They got a little bit of spring in their steps. They're talking to each other again.
Boy, I tell you, looking at this play, if they get another good pass and they commit with Farmer, they may want to go back.
Go back to Javi?
To Javi or Ricky. There it is, the one-on-one.
Nice call, Coach.
Yeah, they were totally following Farmer because they know if it's a good pass, he's going to get the ball, and he can hit the ball. So he's definitely caught the attention of the opposing team.
And Chris Gislin's setting away from his tendency there. Oh.
Well, they let her go. Big dig. Javi's up. He's swinging. He gets the kill. He's loving life.
They can follow up with a point here. They might get the crowd back into this.
Here we go again. It's deep. He handles it. The middle. Dig. Oh, beautiful dig. Oh, go with Farmer there. No, we go to Hector. Ball is put in play. Here goes Hector again.
They got him.
Ball is
they
out.
Got him. No, that ball was in. That ball was in. They got him.
They got him.
You called it. They should have gone to Farmer.
Yeah, they had Farmer, nobody there in transition, unfortunately. Set the ball outside. And here we go again. Bad set. Decent hit. Oh, there it is. They're smoking. Loyola's definitely feeling their oats. 8-5 the score. It's tough for the Dons right now as they're going for the mini timeout.
Once again, they're trying to make the great plays instead of just the solid plays.
Exactly.
Chris is trying to make real tricky decisions when he should just be going what's so simple and right there.
Yeah, it's not rocket science, really. Dons get the pass. It's an overpass. It's a dig. They get a free ball out of it. They set it outside. They have to tip it. It's a big old throw.
He carried that.
Big old throw, side out for the Dons. They're very fortunate.
They were lucky. They were just flat out lucky. Javi made a nice play on that dig.
Could have been 9-5 very easily after that overpass by Hector. And it's out, but at least it wasn't in the net. So he's made half of an improvement. You know, if the ball goes long, the other team
has to play something.
Yeah, they might play
They got to make a decision.
But if it goes in the net, there's not much decision to be made.
Beautiful
nice
serve.
pass. That ball is hit out, however.
They were lucky. Schultz was in the net.
Is in the net. Another lucky play for the Dons.
Both teams are kind of waiting for the other one to make a play here.
Oh, yeah, or not make a mistake. And that ball's out. It's contagious, apparently.
It's getting to be Brian Harris time here.
It is. It's something, somebody, somewhere.
Justin Luna, maybe.
Here we go with the jump serve, and it's out to Hector. He gets the old one down the line. Setter can't handle it.
Did you see that Chris Farmer went up and held the Loyola blocker in the middle there, so Hector was hitting one-on-one.
Well, Ryan Perrott was, yeah. He was up there.
You're right, it was Ryan.
Hector with a jumper. They're out of system. They're asking for help. They're getting a free ball. Here we go, on target. Run it, own it, run it. Hector out of the back row. And that's totally opened up by Ryan running a back row slide, or a back slide. It opens up the block for Hector.
He cut behind Gislin there to take a blocker away.
Very good play. Again, that ball is out, however. And now it's time to get out of this rotation.
You know what's funny is you ask Arnie Ball about the serves, and he goes, I don't know what it is. We work on this more than anything else we do.
The short serve, the tight set, and that ball's in with no block.
Now, to explain to the fans there, Ricky went under the net and landed on the other side. Why wasn't that a Loyola point, Tim?
Well, two reasons. He landed outside of the court. If he lands outside the white line, he's okay. And number two, the ball hit the ground before he hit the ground, which makes the play dead first. And here he goes for another shot. It's through the block. We've got some momentum now.
And the crowd's back into it.
Crowd's into it. Playing some defense.
I'm kind of surprised there's not a sub here.
Ryan serves out to get rid of the momentum. We don't want the momentum, do we? Don't want that much momentum. Want to make sure the other team's with us. Hey, Ricky's starting to feel something.
You gotta like that pressure, huh?
Yeah, you know, you don't want to just walk through it. They need some help. Let's give them some help. Ricky's had 3 nice swings here lately. It's about time. We're waiting for him.
Now it's time to go away from him because Loyola will be sitting on him. Oh my goodness.
And monkey see, monkey do.
It's this side of the court. I'm telling you, it's this side of the court.
Wow. I gotta get my team over to the other side of the court from now on, I guess.
Of course, it's real fluctuates.
It's not as bad in the fall, apparently. Springtime, it all shifts. It's all thermodynamics.
Sure. Equinoxes and things like that.
Ooh, Farmer with a big block in there. That'll take a point. Farmer stuffing Groves. Groves their best middle hitter. willing to bet that this ball is going to Schultz, except we serve it out.
They had two options.
Yeah. I was wrong again.
Well, you really ought to study this game, learn something about it, you know?
Here we go. Oh, that's not a
terrible set.
Well, where Chris was setting that ball. He's back row. He's setting him like he's front row. Oh, he is front row. He just
a bad set.
Just a bad set, that's all. Another bad set. And Hector's underneath. That'll cost the Dons a point. And a timeout is coming for the Dons at 10-8. Again, another smart timeout by the Dons so that they don't let this one get away from them. And we will be right back. Oh, we will not be right back. The Arnie Ball Show. IPFW heads men's volleyball coach Arnie Ball, along with his assistant Mark Franke, will review recent activities and highlights each Thursday evening at 10:30 p.m. on Channel 6. Tune in and keep up with the team, meet the players, and find out what's coming up. That's Thursday night, 10:30 p.m. right here on College Access Channel 6.
What's kind of happening now, Tim, is that neither team is earning its points. It's coming off of mistakes from the other team. And, you know, if one team could get 3 points consistently, they might be able to take over this game.
I think you're right. I think
if they could put together where they earn the points.
They could put together earning the points and then not giving it away. As here's a replay of that great block by Farmer. If we can just not, once you create the momentum by earning that consistency, then you got to maintain that consistency and not let them out of it. Here we go. Good pass. Farmer was wide open. Unfortunately,
my goodness.
A great hit by Hector Soto.
He just kind of jumped over everybody.
Went over the entire world
there. Like, yeah, let me see. Where's the hole? I want to hit it there.
And here comes Harris in to serve. We're not letting Farmer serve, apparently.
That's a good decision. I'd let him block. I'm not letting him serve.
And there's a nice serve. Boy, that's a tough serve. And we've got a net, unfortunately, on Hector.
Got Ryan on that.
Oh, they're calling on Ryan, but I think I read it in Hector's face. He was in it.
Yeah.
That's okay. Here we go with Grove serving. He's gone away from his jumper to a floater. Here comes Hector. He's up and over, and they dig it. Back row. Groves. Swing. It's out of here. Point for Loyola.
They better stop this right now. We're going to 5.
Oh, yeah. It's 11-8. It's coming down to crunch time. Coming down to crunch time. Here we go. You might see something to Hobbs here. Ball is played. No, we're going to Ryan. There we go. There's a smart set.
I would guess this one, if they get in transition, will be going to Hobbs.
Well, he's back row now.
No.
But he still may get that. Now Ricky's over there.
It'll be Ricky.
But there's a slap shot and a point, or no, side out, excuse me. As we got a little mini floor wipe here, a little mini timeout. Here we go. 11-8. Need a side out. Jumper is in. Nice pass. Hobby. He rips it off the block. He's getting him excited.
There's nobody over than that one.
Oh, yeah. Hector goes back. Now, here's where I think Ricky's got to step up.
Yep.
Yeah, as Hector goes to the back row, Ricky comes to the front row, and this has been traditionally the bad rotation. Ricky's just got to step it up right here, right now.
Oh
my God.
Man.
That's a big error. Easy overpass.
He's kicking himself right now. Hope you can't read lips at home.
And here we go with a pretty good pass, and out of the back row again, off the block, and ooh, a nice touch by Loyola. Not enough to keep it alive, however. We have a sub. Farmer back in.
Hector's picking him up and carrying him.
Farmer back into the match. He'll have to play it out from here. Serve is in. Here we go. another blocking error. Yes, into the net is Ricky Soler. There we go with another critical pass.
Somebody's got to make a play for either team.
Yeah, yeah. Here we go. Nice pass. Farmer's up. Hector gets it. It's in. Ball is in. Nice shot by Hector. Really working that D position. Gislin could, we could use a nice jumper here. Pretty good serve. Ball is out. They're asking for a touch. I don't think they're going to get
Nobody even jumped.
Yeah, I don't think there was any touch there.
Nobody even jumped, so he couldn't touch it.
That'll be a point. All caused by a good serve by Chris Gislin. And not a good toss, so he'll go for a retoss. He'll need to hit this one. He's got it, it's in. They scoop it up. It'll cost him, however. Here we go, nice pass, run it. Hector, oh, he hits it out of
Chris.
bounds.
He should have gone to Chris.
Farmer was there, nobody up.
They were waiting. They were waiting for Hector.
Oh yeah, they were waiting on Hector out of that. They know that play's coming.
And even then, a good set, he would have been able to put it away.
Ball's in, nice pass by Hector. They give it to Farmer, but it's too low. Had
he
to
made
put that
something out of nothing there.
And Arnie's telling him, you know, you might want to set that above the net. Here comes Ricky with a serve that is OB.
Boy, you don't expect that out of your senior captain at this point in the game.
That's the one that, you know, he's got to put a little bit of that load on his shoulders there. And here we go, and nice set. Oh, no! How they missed that, I'll never know.
Just a tad low.
Great set. Nice save on that pass. Farmer had no block. He wanted to go for like the 2-foot line or something and just put it into the net. Cost the Dons a point. Ball is in. Radical angle.
I don't think that was in.
Boy, that ball was like 4 feet away from the net on the other side of the court. That's how much of a radical angle that was. That was huge.
Here comes Farmer to serve. He's had 4 in a row out.
Oh, he's got one. He's got one. Here we go. Schultz, big dig. It's in. Get a swing, Ricky. He sort of does.
Can't.
Oh! Everybody, look what I found.
And again, we're still waiting for either team to make a definitive play where they earn the point, instead of the other team just making a mistake.
That'll give the Dons point number 10 as they're down 10-12. Here's another dig. Come on, come on, come on. Up, over, in. It's out. They're scrappy. The Dons are scrappy this year. Playing the defense.
Boy, what's amazing about this game is Schultz hasn't been a whole lot of a factor either. And Loyola has still been able to maintain its lead.
And here they go. Hector, big old swing. Man, he was back on the 10-foot line when he hit that ball, and he hit that ball straight down.
He was touching about 11-6, 11-7 on that.
Woo, he was up there.
Michael Jordan wishes he could jump like Hector Soto.
Man, that is, I just don't see anybody else doing that. I've just not seen many people be able to jump like that.
It was kind of interesting last night against Lewis because they'd send their 2 tallest blockers up and he'd still jump over them and just hit it down.
There we go. And Ryan, I think the problem is Ryan is getting underneath the ball. He's getting too tight to the set, and so the ball ends up over his head.
And he doesn't have his body turned towards the net either. He's hitting it sideways.
Right, and so he's having to hit the ball over his head instead of turning, and so he can turn with power on the ball. Farmer's staying back, and he's getting a good crack at it. Don's with another shot at a point here. Hector swinging away on his jumper. It's good. Nice set, the quick back set. Ricky thought he was there, he just wasn't there. He thought he was in the right spot, but he was just too far inside again.
He's too far inside, but is he getting any penetration?
Nice pass, Hector. That'll be a kill. That'll be a kill. Nice play by the Dons. They're really fighting hard, I think.
This game is turning into a marathon.
It is. It's a long game, and the Dons are not giving in. Match is on 2 hours, over 2 hours at this point. Uh-oh.
Come on, come on.
Yeah, Ricky jumped with the wrong hitter. That gives them an easy kill.
You bet they'll be working on that play in practice all week. What do you think?
I think the next time they play them, they might have that down. I could be wrong, but I think you'll see some work done on that. Nice pass again. Here goes Farmer. And that's it right there. Farmer stays off the net, keeps the ball in front of his hitting shoulder so he can hit it down.
You know, this game should have been over. Loyola should have been able to put them away by now. IPFW cannot blow this chance.
Oh yeah, big old side spin jumper.
See if Loyola calls a timeout here.
It probably will.
They got it.
Here they go. Gordon calls the timeout as the Dons have climbed back into this one at 11-12. And we will be right back with these messages.
The power of you, the power of you. You are the hope that comes shining through.
Did you know you have the power to change the world around you for the better? It's the power of you and your local United Way to reach out and make a difference in all of our lives.
Never underestimate the power of you.
All right, we're back at the Mastodon here with a replay. Coming out of the timeout that Loyola called, and here it is, and that's the end of the replay. Didn't cue it up right there, I guess, but we'll fire it off next time.
Right now, Hector Soto has 41 kills.
41.
For IPFW. If they go to a fifth game, he might break his own school record.
Which is 50-something?
51, I believe,
51.
last year against Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
Here we go, Chris Gislin firing up again, and nice set, the quick back one, the dig, just not controlled. Ricky's either too far out or too far in to stop that.
They're driving him nuts.
It is, it's killing him. They get the side out. If they get a point here, that could really help their cause. Oh, big hit. Ricky Soler with a huge hit.
Back to serve for IPFW number 5, Ricardo.
And here goes Ricky with his floater. It's a soft one. And it goes outside, big hit off the block. Nice tool shot. Still battling away, still jabbing away, looking for a knockout punch here. I'd say, you know, I'd set Farmer out of this position because he comes in there, they won't see him.
Can't do it.
Can't do it on that pass, so we get the old double block and we hit the ball out of bounds. That'll be a point. They make a special substitution for their setter. You don't see this often. They're putting in a blocker for their setters. It's just a temporary thing as long as they're serving.
He's in for one play, basically.
Yep. As long as they serve, he'll stay in.
They just want to get a little bigger on the front line.
There goes the pass. Nice pass. That ball's off and out of bounds. Nobody was up on Farmer, I noticed that time. And here comes the setter back in for Loyola, and Farmer's going to go back to serve, and we're thinking serve the ball into the middle of the court at this point. Aim for the middle. It's 900 square feet.
Don't try to be a hero.
Size of a small house.
Or a doghouse if he misses it.
And it's the doghouse.
Oh, man.
Been serving since how old? About 7 years old, probably. Just sometimes it's just not happening for you. Here we go. Groves with his serve. He's gone away from his jumper. Back to Javi. Good choice. That's a kill.
Perfect. One-on-one.
Good choice because the pass brought Gislin all the way over to this side of the court.
Here's a great sub. I like this a lot.
I like this too. Here comes Justin. Ball control expert. Jump serve expert.
You just jinxed him again, you realize.
And it's in. Middle, play it up, it's up. Here we go, set the ball outside. Hector's got a shot at it, he swings. Bam! Off of Schultz's shoulder into the crowd. Gotta like it, 12-13. Not out of it yet, but Justin, known as a consistent server, just serves it out of bounds.
Was that like a $5 fine for an announcer? Too bad we don't know much about Loyola servers.
That's right. The setter continues with his. Oh, it's just out. Boy, they thought it was in.
He went for it. I don't know why. Why do you go for it in that situation?
Well, I don't know. He's been jumping the whole time. I don't think I've seen him.
Why go for a line?
Oh, yeah.
Situation.
Probably a misserve. And there we go. They go outside. They do the old toss over the net. Here comes Ricky to Hector. Oh, it's in. Justin! Holy play! Out! That ball is out! Oh, what a play by Justin Luna! Unbelievable coverage. That ball came back 100 miles an hour. That was huge. That is the kind of play that is contagious, sparks everybody, sparks
That's what we're talking about. We were waiting for somebody to make a positive play and not because of an opponent's mistake.
That was a great, I mean, that ball came off the block just faster than Hector hit it, and Justin sitting right down there in the perfect coverage position, pops that ball up, never knew it hit him, totally kept it alive, and instead of getting them a side out, where they're up 13-12, we now tie the game at 13-13.
Boy, IPFW's bench has been tremendous tonight. You look at Brian Harris, Justin Luna, Chris Farmer, they all came off the bench and they've all made a positive impact.
Well, I want to get this promo in here. Join us again this coming Friday evening, February the 13th at 7:30 for our next telecast for the IPFW Men's Volleyball, when Channel 6 will televise a live MEVA conference match between Clark College and the IPFW Mastodons. That's next Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on College Cable Access Channel 6. Here we go. Hector still serving. 13-13. Big serve. Crunch time. He's just got that one in. Smart play. Crossing, timing pattern. Oh, and it's off the block, and Farmer can't make the play, unfortunately.
Well, you can hear the IPFW bench yelling. They knew where that play was going. They had three guys standing right in the middle. They had it pegged, and they couldn't handle it.
It was smoked. Here we go. Short serve. Nice play. Tight. Ricky, two-man block. Goes to the roll shot. It's down. Big play. Big play. Still 13-13. And here we go. We're all ready. Ryan with his serving. Farmer's back in the front row. They handle it. It's missed set. Gives them a free ball.
Gotta use it. Gotta use it.
Ricky one-on-one. It scores. 14-13 game and match point. Coming up. The crowd's excited. They're into it. Here we go with Ryan for match point. Serving it up. It's in. It's played. It's pipe set.
Oh!
It's still in. It's overpass. It's to Ricky. He shoots. Oh! No, the ball's down.
He got too excited.
Too excited. The set was just not very good.
Enough. It wasn't close enough.
Yeah, it was off and low, and Ricky just didn't have any options.
It was like he was waiting for a great set, and he was almost too excited to hit it when it got there.
Yeah, that's at 14-13, man. You get a free ball, you got to get that. It's got to be on target. Here we go. Good pass. Ricky again. He gets the kill. It's that easy.
Well, he's really stepped it up, hasn't he?
And Gislin, who's been serving like a maniac, is now serving. Did I jinx him? Great job by Justin Luna. They get a standing ovation for that. Gislin to serve his big jumper. Could put it away here with an ace. He rips it. Oh! And it causes disarray. We get a free ball out of it. Here we go. Call it. Run it. Own it.
Ricky. No.
Over.
His 44th kill of the match.
Awesome, awesome.
You know why that play was open is because Ricky had been so effective in the last 2 plays on the outside that Loyola was banging up on him, and it was wide open down the middle.
And that closes it out as the Dons win in 4, 3 games to 1. Any final thoughts on our match tonight?
Just once again, just like last night's match with Lewis, IPFW stuck together and found a way to pull it out. You can tell how great the conference competition is going to be this year.
It is. It's tight. I've seen 2 teams now that both teams are going to be in the hunt with us for the MIVA title. And certainly Ohio State's up there too, so we're going to see a lot of great action this year. We'd like to take this time to thank the Channel 6 crew, the IPFW athletics staff, the City of Fort Wayne, and Comcast Cablevision for their contributions to this Channel 6 sports telecast. And we'd like to remind you to join us again next Friday evening, February 13th at 7:30 for our next telecast, the IPFW men's volleyball, when Channel 6 will televise live the match between Clark College and the IPFW Mastodons. That's tomorrow at 7:30 right here on College Cable Access Channel 6. The telecast of this IPFW sports event is copyrighted and the sole property of the College Cable Access Center and IPFW. Unauthorized duplication, exhibition, retransmission, rebroadcast, or other use of this event without expressed written consent is strictly prohibited. We hope you've enjoyed our telecast of IPFW sports and hope you'll join us for more exciting Mastodon action again in the future. We're always glad to have your comments or suggestions, so please give us a call at 481-6000 or drop us a card. Our address is Channel 6 at IPFW 2101 East Coliseum Boulevard, Fort Wayne, Indiana 46805 1499. Thanks again for joining us this evening. For Blake Sebring, this is Tim Heffron saying goodbye for now.